Hello, welcome to the next phase of Let's Play Blade and Soul with the Zen Archer, also known as, we're in Act 4, which is also known as Let Me Be a Jerk. We have just concluded cleaning up the Lumang Syndicate in the Lumang Stronghold, and we accidentally foiled a kidnapping scheme in the Tainted Lab by our dear friend Li Dongwang, who, as if you've been kind of paying attention to all this, he was the guy who was from the Shady Quarry. He was the guy in Hogshead Mill, in the Dark Workshop, and we didn't go in there, but he was also in the Brightstone Caverns, Brightstone Ruins. He was also a boss over there. So keeping this guy alive has really not worked out for us, or the safety of the world. But in the meantime, we're all trying to find Yonseng, and while we were at it, we ran into...
Looks like we celebrated too soon.
The captain of the guard, who was a little bit upset that we were kind of interfering with his, what's it called, jurisdiction. You know, kind of like all cops go like, you're not professionals, leave it to the professionals, you're just a vigilante. The village mayor told us to come visit him in the square hall, so we visited.
Get away from me! I'm not letting you have my
Give me
dolly!
your dolly, or Yonseng will come get you.
Girl Daljin being really bullied by some bully. Okay. I shall intimidate you because this is everything the Hongmoon School is for.
You big bully! Get away from me! I'm not letting you have my
Give me your
dolly!
dolly, or Yonseng will
And
come
apparently
get
getting
you.
a shot in the head doesn't intimidate him, so I actually have to intimidate him.
You big bully! Get away!
Oh,
Don't mess with
I'm
me.
sorry.
I'm
I
like
want to be
your
a member of the
bodyguard.
Howl Society one day. I was just practicing. I want to be big and scary one day, just like Yonseng. Did you know he's in the Howl Society now?
Tell me everything you know. Guess not.
Oh,
You got here at just the right time, warrior. He's always been a bully. Thinks he's gonna be a How. They're a bad gang in Zyway. If you'd been just a minute later, I would have had to give him a busted lip. The crying usually works, but he's been an extra big creep lately. And what was he saying? Something about Yonseng being in the House Society? That's a new one. I never heard him say that.
Is it true?
I don't know. I've heard other people say that, I guess.
And what other people say must be true, yes. Who would actually know?
I guess you could ask the mayor when he comes back.
Isn't this his office? Yeah, why did the mayor tell me to come to his office and this bully's trying to use it as a playground? What?
Yeah, he should be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mary Young.
This is very unprofessional.
My father. We got to have a late lunch and everything.
There you are, warrior.
I'll
I
let you
hope
grown
you
ups
come
talk.
back.
Bye now.
So, is this like bullies trying to pick on girls that they like or something? I don't know.
Sopong and Daljin have both told of your bravery and generosity. You have been a great help to us, more helpful than the Talib. And Sopong told me that you defeated Doran and Maung San in your quest to find information on Yonseng. Is that true?
Yep.
Heavens bless you, what a feat. Did you find any information on Yonseng?
I found more information from a bully. No.
That is most unfortunate, and I have nothing to tell you. If there weren't so many people injured here, both militia and villagers, I'd be able to help you more with information. In fact, we need medicine very desperately. With the supply lines disrupted by the Lumang, our provisions are dwindling. I have taken this up with Yuchun, but he seems to think we can make do with what we have. He has no regard for our circumstances. Which brings me to this. Yuchun is looking for Yonseng and has all the resources of the Talus army behind him. If you bring us the medicine, I'll make note of his movements.
That sounds pretty good.
Splendid. The medicine that we need is called the Tricolor Pellet and can only be found in Plog Sanctum, which is east of here. When you get there, find Han Yun. He will know what you're looking for.
Yoma!
So we would have used to have to run over there. And the area that we're wind striding to used to be a big field boss a field map where people could cooperate and collectively fight several bosses scattered around the lake and summon a big giant boss. But the big giant boss didn't really give anything, so nobody actually wanted to kill the lesser bosses because they were annoying at the level when this first came out. So it never took off. It would be this big cooperative PvE element, and yeah, it was never worth it.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I don't care about your bad feeling. Your quest is only blue. Your quest is yellow.
I might be Han Young. Who wants to know?
I'm looking for tricolor pellets.
Well, if I was Han Young, and I'm not saying I am, I would have to tell you that tricolor pellets are in high demand, and that those seeking them need to pay handsomely for them.
Demand is high, supply is kind of low. Well, the Grand Harvest needs the medicine.
Did Mayor Ip Young send you? He's a very influential and wealthy man. I'm sure he can pay for it. Let's say 5,000 gold.
That's kind of a lot of money.
Tricolor pellets take weeks to make. They are distilled from the essence of tricolor Giganura sweat, which is dangerous to obtain, even if the Giganura is sleeping.
This lucky day. Well,
No, you're already back. I guess those ploggles and Snapjaw didn't give you any trouble.
just hope this warrior gets there. Those ploggles are ferocious.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And this music is really fucking loud. Doesn't seem like that music is going much deeper. Oh, I hope he makes it all the way to Dono.
I've been working so hard out here. Making these tricolor pellets is grueling.
Fun fact, this kid used to be all the way down here. They just made it closer literally for the story. It's weird.
Oh, did you bring me more rainbow plants? Great. Now I have to make more tricolor pellets. And I was gonna write a sonnet. Ha, no. That's just what Han Young tells everyone so he can drive up the price. I just take these weeds to a mill and grind them up.
He's lying about that. He's lying about how much money he makes.
It's really hard work, and it's so hot here. But at least he pays me, and the frogs are good company.
Well, back to work. I also picked up a random blue quest, which I want to get rid of. Oh, water bucket. And, like, I would have had to bring it back to that tree, but now I have to bring it all the way back up to this kid. I can risk it. But yeah, he's a big tree.
Is that... Water Bucket! You found her! Thank you, stranger. 1,000,000 times. Thank you!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Excellent. But I'd feel better if you didn't see where I stashed my goods. Run along and deliver this rainbow plant to Don Yi near the Plog Sand.
I have no idea what he's saying.
I'll have your order.
Oh, you're already back. I guess those plugs in Snapjaw didn't give you any trouble. I wish I could fight like that. He's on the other side of the gazebo, dude.
Here are your tricolor pellets. It's indeed a pleasure doing business with you, Mayor Ip Young.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Back to the square with these tricolor pellets worth 5,000 gold, apparently. Apparently somebody wasn't checking the market prices. Red quests are PvP quests, don't care about those. Hello, Mayor Young.
Did you find Han Young? Were you able to get the pellets from Han Young?
Here you go. Your bill will be in the mail.
Very good. I will get these to our doctors at once. What did he ask for them? Oh, never mind. I shouldn't ask such things. But you haggled with him, right?
Haggle! Yeah, yeah,
Never mind. Don't worry. The lives of the villagers are my first priority. You've done us a great service.
Sure, I'll let you think that.
And I have some information for you. I saw Yu Chun run into his office waving an official report around. You should listen in, or get the report. Quickly, warrior, before it's too late.
Quickly now.
He's running out of places to hide. Huh? What do you want? When we finish interrogating Mounsan, you'll be the first to know.
I know you have information about Youngsang.
I don't have anything concrete, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I need evidence.
Tell me what you know.
I'm under orders from the Emperor himself not to divulge information that could compromise our efforts to capture Yunsang. You tend to follow those kinds of orders, or wind up with an iron ball around your ankle.
But I must find Youngsang. I am really, really understanding.
I think we're done here. Once Yunsang is in custody, we'll grab a beer. Hell, we'll grab the entire barrel.
Look at him trying to be nice to me. Haha, it's not gonna work. I hate your guts. I don't have any information. Let me just throw this into the fire and I'll be on my way.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. We didn't stop the fire. He was always dead.
You have acquired a new quest item.
We've sighted the subject. Meet Dosun at the forward base camp.
Well, off we go. We didn't stop the fire. It was always smothered and no word recovered.
Huh? Who are you?
I am your boss. I am Yu Chun. Tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, I don't have time for you. I'm meeting someone important.
You're meeting with me.
I believe you are mistaken. I've never seen you before in my life.
I'm on behalf of Yu Chun.
What? This is vital intelligence on a project that he is responsible for, and he sends some lackey to do his job?
I don't question Yu Chun's motives.
Well, neither do I, but how do I know you're not from the Lumang Syndicate? What if you're in the Skyhaven Resistance?
Oh, this is just an outfit. It's not a uniform. That's crazy talk. Why would I be in the Skyhaven Resistance? This letter was a secret. Maybe Yu Chun did send this one. Yeah, but you can trust me.
No, I really can't. Yu Chun has put me in a bind if he really did send you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the information if you pass this test.
I could just sell this information. It's not like Yu Chun does me any favors. What test is that?
Talus recruits are highly trained. Even if you're just Yu Chun's assistant, I should be able to expect you to accomplish great physical feats.
Well, if it's physical feats, I'm your person. I mean, we always know that John Say is not the smartest guy in the bunch. Not the smartest bulb in the bunch, but physical stuff, punching logs, yeah, I can do that.
If you're really who you say you are, brave the Soulstone Plains and bring this supply request to the battlefield commander. It's, essential to the war effort. Bring it back and I'll tell you what you need to know.
If you can survive, haha. Dosen, you're headed to the top of the spy game. Wow, he's looking very shifty. Who actually does that? Looks around and then, like, steeples their fingers and twiddles their thumbs. Alright, so, as always, this is the quasi-introduction to the faction planes. Of course, the Cerulean Order has theirs, the Crimson has theirs. Poor Crimson guys, I gotta run all that way. And their world PvP is like this.
Failed to equip item.
Right. Their faction PvP is an objective-based minigame. Beating the shit out of other people. There's thingy. Some people farm it, others don't. I honestly can't be bothered because PvP is. I always hate PvP. Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello, recruits. Thank you for reporting promptly for service. You're just in time to enlist in our skirmish against the Crimson Legion.
Actually, I have this supply request.
As for the first task to prove your loyalty, Wait. What is that document?
It's a supply request. Here you go.
A supply request? Weapons? Armor? Moonstone powder? Is this some sort of joke? This is a forgery.
You're no warrior. Forgery? I don't know that.
I suspect only that so-called spy, Dosen, would dare to make such a request. I'll sign it, but only to catch him red-handed with evidence of his fraud. That is, unless you would like to take the fall instead.
Hahaha, I'm not that loyal.
I'm glad we have an understanding. Here's the signed supply request. I trust you'll do the right thing and help us catch Dosen.
And tell him all about it. Rip that person. Oh no. Rip me. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Yes, go away.
Have you done what I asked?
Yeah, about that.
You must truly be a highly skilled warrior, and most certainly one of Yu Chun's assistants.
Whatever you say. Now about that intel. Wow,
I sent a letter to Yu Chun because I had heard rumors of Yunseng's sightings all over the Sky Petal Plains.
Yunseng is everywhere at once? It's absurd. Can't you be any more specific?
My sources have recorded sightings of Yunseng at 5 different locations. 5. Of course, Yu Chun will have to narrow it down.
What are these 5 locations?
He's been seen at the Lumang Stronghold, the Lumang Den, the Soulstone Plains, the Plog Sanctum, and the secret criminal hideout the Hao call Just a Cave. I bet they think they're very funny thinking that one up.
Just a cave?
Yes, the Hao think they're very clever. It's their secret site where they meet to gamble and carouse. It's not a well-kept secret, and I doubt he would be there.
How base, huh? I've heard that rumor as well.
Really? That's strange. Perhaps it is true, but I think that would be a waste of time for Yu Chun.
Where should Yu Chun go first?
Oh, I would start at the Lumang Stronghold and Lumang Den. That makes the most sense. I mean, what are the odds he's in just a cave? Yunsang's not really the type, I don't think. And it would be very public.
I'll go tell Yu Chun.
Thank you. And please give him my regards. Oh, and tell him this. If he goes to just a cave, he'll probably meet Do Ki-chun. He'll try to gamble with him. Tell him not to. It's a trap.
As I was saying, Cricket here has gotten very, very snarky. Apparently, only evil people are snarky. When we're good, we're all sunshine and rainbows. So how are we going to meet Yu Chun if we're just going straight to the Just a Cave? Okay. Umi da! Umi! You know, I don't think... Okay, no, Bamboo Village, we are next to the ocean. Defeat the Howguard. Hi, can I get in? I want to gamble. You guys suck. Is that Youngsang? I thought I saw Youngsang. After him. Wait, that's cheating. He went through the gate without it opening. Disrupt the raptor fight. I guess it's not fight.
This isn't your fight. Leave that birds alone. What are you, some kind of no-fun do-gooder? You'll pay for yours.
Who dares disturb my peace?
Who dares to interrupt our fun?
What are you doing here? Do you have something against drinking and gambling?
I'm here for Youngsang.
Do I look like Yunsang? Do they look like Yunsang? Yunsang's not here. And why would he be? This is a House Society establishment. He's Lumang.
Yeah, I knew this would catch up with us eventually. I just saw him!
Well, I guess he may have come around once or twice.
Why is Gus highlighted? Okay.
Fine, you're right. Yunsang's here all the time. In fact, he's here now. But I can't just let you see him. Yunsang's a betting man, and so am I. How about a friendly wager? If you win, I'll let you meet with him. What do you say?
I don't have time for this.
What? You're no fun. No fun at all. Well, I can make this not fun. If you don't play along, I'll execute these prisoners I have here.
This one doesn't have a good gambling face. This'll be fun. I'm sorry, what? Prisoners?
They have all defaulted on loans or owe money to the House Society. They're no use to me. Might as well use them in a game.
Fine. What's this game?
Just a little game of skill. Let me get my pot dog friends out here to help me. Heel, boys! The game is this. You can't find the pot dog I'm pointing out to you again.
Captured villagers. Pluto, Pay Booty,
This one, Blue Town.
and Snoopy.
Now, they will all change places. They're very quick.
And I have to look for Pluto.
Pick the jar you think has Blue Tao in it. But be careful. mistakes are costly.
Do you think the warrior will notice?
You mean that you had to get a new jar?
Quiet! It'll work. Just act natural.
So yeah, in case anybody didn't realize, we got Pluto, Peabody, from Peabody and Mr. Peabody, and Snoopy Snoopy Peanuts. So not only do they have different colored jars, they even make it so that the only option we have to pick up one is that. So, okay.
Is one jar different? Pluto!
I'm sorry. I broke it.
You idiots, it's the wrong color. Alright, quick swap.
Find someone with the same color jar.
Alright, so we've got black and white. We just need another jar that's black and white. And we've got Goofy.
Let me help.
Yay,
Let me help.
Here comes
Right,
Goofy.
we can do this.
And it's not even in a different place.
Never just ruined the game. Get out of here.
Sorry, Brain, you're too tall.
You never trust a pot dog. So, that was a good shell game.
That was not fair. My pot dogs were clearly not up to the task.
A deal's a deal.
I can't believe they've embarrassed me like this. I'm going to fire them all. No more treats for them. But you're right. We had a deal. I will call him for you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Really? Because he's the strongest warrior I have ever had the pleasure of working with.
I was hoping this warrior would chicken out. I want to see Yong-Sang.
If you plan on turning him in, good luck. He won't go quietly. Bring Yun-Sang, the king of thieves.
Nope, now the gate opens.
Yun-Sang will be here soon. Are you sure you don't want to run?
You think you can come in here and disturb my rest? I'll teach you a lesson.
You didn't see that, did you?
I, Yun-Sang, am the fire. The fire that burns.
I'm just a fake. Do-Ki-Chun hired me.
Don't hurt me. I'm not Yun-Sang, okay? Get off me. Do-Ki-Chun paid me to talk and act like him. The real Yun-Sang didn't want to be found.
Any of you.
I like how he just stood there and swung at the air. I probably should have let him do that a little bit longer.
Finally found you, Yun-Sang! Show yourself!
Hello.
What? Was our information wrong?
First the pot dogs, then that idiot Yun-Sang double, and now Yu-Chun?
Bring it on, Do-Ki-Chun! Or don't you have the guts?
And of course he's an assassin.
Never want you off, Yu-Chun. Have mercy.
My timing could use some work.
He is collapsed. But he's not breathing.
Intelligence Officer Do-Sun tells me you posed as one of my assistants to get info out of him.
I recovered the letter that you burned.
You realize that impersonating an officer amounts to treason? I should slap the irons on you.
It can only be treason if you were part of the establishment to begin with. I'm not a citizen of Zyway or the Talos Dominion, so I do not consent!
But I probably would have done the same thing, so I'll let it go. Now who the hell is this?
He's a double, hired by Do-Ki-Chun.
A double? I didn't expect that one. The Hao and Lu Meng must be working together. I'm guessing the Lu Meng paid the Hao to prop this numbskull up and throw us off the trail.
Yeah, sure.
Damn! And just when I thought we had Yun Seng in our grasp. I'll follow him to the Dark Realm if I have to.
That might be going a little bit overboard.
And now I have to go file a report that Yun Seng is still at large. Do you realize how many times I've had to do that?
I think it's time to pay Mao Song another visit.
Now why don't you take the Hao's prisoners back to Grand Harvest? We can't just leave them here. Well, we could, but nah.
Let's go get the prison key from this collapsed dude, who the guard just ran off and clearly don't care about. Search the corpse. Oh, we killed him. Oops. Granny, no!
I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh no! Getting out of here.
Ah, good old Granny never changed.
You saved my life.
What the are you doing here?
Saving your life, apparently.
You did pull my old bacon out of the fire. I figured I was done for when those Hao bums snatched me up for not paying protection money. You should have seen me back in my heyday. If I were 30 years younger, I would have kicked the out of those. Anyways, I know you were just looking for Yun Seng, but I appreciate the help all the same. I did come across a bit of info in the meantime. Come on back to my inn and we'll talk there. This dank old dungeon isn't doing me any good.
I'll meet you there.
Straight! Don't you dawdle now, dearie. At my age, I might up and die before you get there. Let's get out of here already. Tell me twice.
Well, at least they didn't Windstride out, because if they did, that would have been really embarrassing. All those villagers learning how to Windstride before I did. And I was supposed to be in a big shot martial arts school. No more Jewel.
I don't
There's
care
the
how
hero.
much it costs. This stuff is great.
What took you so long? You should be ashamed letting a shaky old lady like me beat you here.
Did you teleport as soon as you got up the stairs and ditched the other villagers?
Since you took so long, I had time to prepare lunch. Go on, have some. It's on the house.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Ungrateful little try and be nice, and this is the thanks I get.
You said you had information?
Brat. If you don't want it, go serve it to those paying customers instead. Then talk to my waiter. He's the one with your precious information.
Okay.
Me too. I'm so hungry. I could eat an entire iron ox.
Spring water.
Is giving us food?
I could help it over here.
Thank you, warrior. We're so hungry.
Okay. Excuse me, warrior, I couldn't help but over here.
So you're the one who rescued Granny? Thanks. She may seem a little rough, but she's really got a soft heart.
I'll take your word for it. You're welcome.
And I know you didn't want food, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
She may have a mouth on her, but she's still a granny. There is something. Have you seen Yun Seng? Wait, it says Jewel. Why the fuck am I looking for Jewel?
You mean the Yes Men boss? Yeah, she left here in a hurry after she overheard a Zeraxi talking about a job. A lot of the Zeraxi are mercenaries. This one had been hired to kidnap young women. It made him so upset he turned it down.
Young women?
Yeah, it was really weird. And when Jewel heard him, she sobered up real quick and left. Hopefully she's gone to go bash the person responsible's head in, and it was probably the Lu Meng. I've heard they do stuff like that.
Did she say where she was going?
I think the Yes Men have a base at Rural Outfitters.
What the fuck is with the sound levels on this game?
Rural Outfitters is east of here. Good luck.
I mean, yeah, it was important information we probably had to know, but it's like, what the fuck? Who does the sound testing for this? Rural Outfitters instead of Urban Outfitters. Ha 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 ha. Clever. I wonder what happened to their operations in Cinderlands. I mean, their boss just came out here.
Warrior, over here, please. You look like a real fighter, unlike my husband. He went off on a hunting trip and left me here to manage all this blue dye. Have you seen him?
His name's Lo Yang. He's a dyer. He's no warrior, and he'll get himself killed out there.
What the fuck is with her voice?
He's probably in the Beast Bog. He and a motley crew calling themselves the Brigand Eradicators vowed revenge after those filthy Zoraxi shot up the place and ate our expensive silks. He went to the Zoraxi base out in the Beast Bog. Meanwhile, all of us at the Rural Outfitters are practically defenseless against the horde outside. I need to manage the stock here, so I can't go out. If you see him in the Beast Bog, will you please tell him to come home? Be firm with him. He makes a lot of excuses.
Here.
You make sure he comes home right away.
Eben Drake cultists. I'm happy that the NPCs get voice lines for minor quests, but what was up with that? Yeah, can't. Hello, yes man, I want to speak with your boss. How dare you come here! Alright,
if Jewel were here, she'd make you sorry.
I just killed 2 of your dudes.
I may not have the skills to best you, but wait until Yes Ma'am Jewel gets back.
Where's she?
Why would I tell you that? Are you going to hurt her?
Pow! Tell me, or I'll do it again.
What? Okay. I'll tell you what you want to know. Jewel just left. She was in a really big hurry. She doesn't always tell us where she's going, but she did have a map to the Beast Bog. If you want to find her, try there.
And if you're wondering why I got that quest, it just so happens that where I'm going to next is the destination for it. I like being efficient if I can, and it's a little bit of extra pocket change. Hey, lawyer.
Eradicate the Beast Bog, Brigand. We're not gonna take it. Hiya, warrior. Or should I say hello? That's a little warrior humor for you. What's better than this? Warriors talking war.
Yeah, your wife sent me?
Ah, the old ball and chain. Suwon's worried? She doesn't understand the way of the warrior like you and me, right? Always with the worrying. Dye that a little blue. That's not blue enough.
She'll be fine when I get back. Suwon needs you at the Rural Outfitter.
I wish I could go, warrior. Tell her that I'm a vice captain now. I'm very important and appreciated, and this operation will fail without me. Once the Eradicators eradicate those beasts, I'll probably head back. You know I'm recruiting right now. Maybe you can help.
Maybe, I'll try to help.
Yes, I love it. We're gonna kill those bugs. Kill them dead. Are you ready to work?
Maybe.
I have an important mission, warrior. There's a traitor inside the Beast Bog Brigands, and he wants to meet up. Read his letter and find him. Everyone here's a coward. What's so frightening about this big bad Zoraxi brigand boss anyway? If I wasn't busy, I'd squash him myself.
That one we're not gonna...
You want to bring down the brigands, and I can help. I was innocently walking in the forest on my honeymoon with my true love, Aromi. Our love was plug and beautiful in this foul world. Then a monster named Hot Blood ate the love of my life. Plog in front of me. His brother, Cold blood. Watched and laughed. I barely ran away with my life. Please, help me avenge my love. Meet me at the Beast Bog. If you see me, blow me a kiss, and I'll know that you are an ally.
This is very important.
Okay.
You must have seen my message. Seeing you kiss the air like that reminded me of my lost love, Aromi. Thank you. Let's get down to business. The plogging boss of the Beast Bog Brigands is Bei Li. He's never without his guards, Cold Blood and Hot Blood. They destroyed my life, so I want you to plog theirs. Please, avenge my love.
Aromi! So now I can tell them how to take out the people in the Beast Bog.
Warrior, did you meet the informant?
Yep.
You met up with the spy? Nice job. Did he tell you anything important about the boss?
The leader's name is Bei Li.
Bei Li, huh? That must be the giant deep in the Beast Bog. Wow, he's serious business. He's already killed a few Eradicators this week. We should kill Bei Li and his two cronies all in one swoop. I'll see who I can gather for the mission. Come back, and I'll give you the update. Everyone here's a coward. What's so frightening about this big bad Zaraxi brigand boss anyway? If I wasn't busy, I'd squash him myself. This is...
Yeah, so that's what was supposed to open up the quest to go kill the boss in this area. But yeah, it was another instanced/raid area, so people would have come in here, killed a bunch of the bosses, killed the duo, killed Bei Li. Hey, it's Daljin.
You really show up at the right times, Warrior.
What happened?
I was out picking flowers with my friend Jimpo. You know Jimpo, the boy that was bullying me? He's okay, he just gets carried away.
Oh my god, it really is a schoolyard crush.
Anyway, we were just playing when these Zaraxi picked me up and dragged me into the Beast Bog. Yunseng was here and he looked at me and said, "No, she is not my songbird," and then left.
Who's he looking for?
I don't know. Some girl that looks like me, I guess. When he left, the Zaraxi just kind of left us here.
Where did Yunseng go?
Let me try to remember. Oh, he went that way. I think he ran into someone, too. I heard fighting, I think.
You should go home.
Yeah, I will. This place gives me the creeps anyway. I'll make sure all of us get home safely. Thank you.
You be captured when you can teleport anywhere you want to go. I mean, they don't even have the excuse of a cage anymore. Like, the cages could be like chi blockers and prevent wind strike, but they were literally Hey, it's Yunseng. And it's Jewel.
Jewel, your hate is as fierce as your love. If you wish to kill me, so be it, but not
wait!
What?
Yunseng, why? Beat it.
How do you know Yunseng?
It's personal. Why do you think I would tell you? Now go! You have a chance to catch up with him. My wounds are on fire.
That's not exactly true. In Act 2, Gil told us that Yunseng was the one that took her eye, so we kind of know what her beef is with him. What's wrong?
I've been poisoned. The brigands of the Beast Bog.
Is there an antidote?
Yunseng said that the brigand spearmen keep antidote on hand in case they accidentally poison themselves. But I don't think I can slay them myself.
He left me here to die. No, he knew I'm too stubborn for that. I'll go find the antidote for you.
Thank you. Looks like you're doing something helpful for once, huh? I guess we could work together. Even though you made a huge mess of my life in the Cinderlands.
That wasn't my fault.
Get me the antidote, and I'll tell you all about Yunseng. I have just enough energy to windstride back to Rural Outfitters. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Alright, we got the pieces of the antidote. Maybe we can mix something together.
Ma'am? Wake up, ma'am. Please. Oh, gods! Is she gonna be okay?
Looks like she collapsed as soon as she got here. That's okay, I'll boil her a pot of tea.
Ma'am? Wake up, ma'am. Please.
Glub, glub, glub.
Oh, gods! Oh, it's a miracle! Thank the heavens!
Where am I? I'm back in Rural Outfitters? The last thing I remember. Oh, it's you. Whenever something terrible happens, there you are. I suppose I owe you my life or something.
I'll settle for info on Yunseng.
That's right. You saved me to get information on Yunseng. Well, at least you're not pulling any punches. Let's just say Yunseng and I have a history. We were very much alike, Yunseng and I. Both of us are born leaders. We have very little patience for petty rules, and we are two of the best warriors this realm has ever seen. The bond between us was strong. We were, maybe are, very much in love. But even so, he kept his daughter a secret from me. That brute, all his poetic nonsense, and he had a child and probably another life that he never told me about? He was lying the whole time. And why? Why did he think I would care?
Didn't she learn this in Act 2? And she should know that it's an adopted daughter, not an actual daughter.
Perhaps. But even so, I can't stand between the love of a father and his daughter. In my anger, I tried to drive the Lumang from the Cinderlands.
I should have just walked away.
I lost my eye for my trouble. Curse him! And after all that, he loses her. He must be frantic if he's resorting to kidnapping girls to find her.
His daughter's Yunhua. He adopted her.
Yunhua was his daughter? Then, no. He has left me to die twice. I will have his head.
Hell hath no fury like...
This is confusing. I must have time to think. I'd wish you good luck,
I'll
but
go
I
with
kind
you.
of hope he kills you.
Okay.
Me too.
She sounds very surprised for some reason.
You're here. Let's talk. The villagers share stories of your heroism inside the Beast Bog. You fight with honor. I can respect that. And that's why I'm here. I need your help in capturing Yunseng. Much as I'm loath to admit that. Will you help the guard?
I will.
I appreciate it. I don't love involving a citizen in this, but I don't have much of a choice. I press Maung San for information, but he's not talking. To expand our manhunt, I made a request to the Emperor for more soldiers. Fat lot of good that's done me lately, so I can't make any promises. In the meantime, keep a vigil over Grand Harvest Square. Yunseng tucked tail and ran, sure. But that doesn't mean the Lumang Syndicate is any less dangerous.
Don't worry.
I do have some debatably good news in all of this. Jan Wong, the guard incapacitated by Yun Sang, has been cleared to return to duty. He insisted on coming to thank you personally. Frankly, he was a little too eager. I told him to calm the hell down and wait his turn. I'll return to Zaiwei for the time being. We'll meet again.
Warrior, hello! I'm glad that I ran into you again, my courageous friend. I thank you for saving me and my guards. And you've got quite a reputation here now. I've heard that you not only help the soldiers of Golden Harvest, but also our children and even the mayor.
Still haven't caught Yun Sang, though.
Yes, I heard that from you, Chun. I also heard that you've been getting ahead of him. Is there something that you know that he doesn't?
Yeah, about that.
If you do, I respectfully demand that you tell me. Yun Sang has repeatedly attacked our town, killed my guards, and even plundered our granary. If you know anything that would give us an edge.
He's looking for his daughter.
His daughter? That animal of a man has a daughter? This is very useful information. The kidnappings. It all makes sense now. He thinks one of those girls could be his daughter. And that's his weakness. Well done, warrior. I think that we've had a breakthrough. I now see how we can win against Yun Sang. If we find him, I will give you the credit.
I would not use a plan like this against anyone but that brute Yun Sang. What are you talking about?
I'll let you know when I've made all the necessary preparations. Find me in Grand Harvest Square, warrior.
Okay. Something tells me that this plan is going to be fiendish and below the belt and not something a normally upright guard of a grand city would be doing. All this cloak and dagger stuff. In the interest of story moving along, he used to be up by the town hall, now he's down here.
I've sent the pigeon post. Now we wait.
Pigeon post?
I'm sorry I left so abruptly, warrior, but what you said gave me a very good idea.
A good idea, huh?
Yes! Yun Sang is kidnapping young women and terrorizing Zaiwei for one reason, to find his daughter. So why don't we give her to him? You look confused. Of course, we don't have his real daughter. Yun Sang's daughter has apparently been gone for so long that he no longer knows her at first glance. Otherwise, he would not be kidnapping random girls.
I don't like where this is going.
Nonsense! What could go wrong? We just find a girl just like the ones he's kidnapped. We disguise her, and we pretend that she is Yunhua. Yun Sang will come running.
How did they find out her name if they didn't even know that he had a daughter in the first place?
And I know the perfect girl to play the part. Daljian. She's a brave girl, and her father, Sopong, has agreed to let her do it.
This is a little bit too dangerous for Daljian.
Your fear is unwarranted. Yun Sang hasn't harmed any of the girls he has kidnapped. There's no reason to think that he would harm Daljian now.
I'm not so worried about Yun Sang.
What? Do you think we would purposely endanger her life? No matter. The plan is already in motion. If you want to help, meet me at Rule Outfitters.
Gotta get us some stuff. Yep, this plan is gonna go great. I foresee no possible way this could go wrong.
Attention! We have captured the wayward Yunhua, heiress to the Liu Mang Syndicate. She will be tried and summarily executed.
She doesn't even she's not even in disguise.
So, did you come to see me triumph over Yun Sang? Yu Cheng will be here any minute to see my master plan in action.
You don't know who you're dealing with. He kind of schooled you once before already.
Like the hells I don't. He has torn apart Grand Harvest many times over, and I've been the only one left to pull it back together. No more! It ends now! We find Yunhua guilty of treason and sentence her to immediate
Say hello to Yun Sang. I've come to collect my daughter.
Hold on, my little songbird. I will free you from your cage. Yeah!
I'm scared, man.
Don't hurt me.
You are not my little Yunhua.
No, she isn't. She's just a child from Grand Harvest Square. And now we have you, Yun Sang. You're under arrest. Soldiers, bring him to me.
Whoa. Where'd he go?
I've been waiting for this day, Young Sang.
You used my love for my sunshine, my songbird, against me?
So yeah,
no matter. I will not fall before these weak-willed fools. They are like saplings bending in the wind, but I am a tempest. I will break them.
Charge!
Fools.
And there goes half of their army.
He's not going down. Archers, fire at will.
Den Wong, it was a mistake to spare you before.
What was I saying?
I am the wind. I am the fury.
Are you sure he's not the fire? Fire that burns?
It was. I will end you.
Oh yeah. So instead of cutscenes where little movies where
I
we
am
can
not
just skip,
an evil man. Stand down and I will spare you.
have these little scripted NPC movement things that you literally have to wait for. So even if you're trying to rush through the story, you would have had to wait through that entire thing of him knocking down 4 different groups of soldiers before you could even attack him. So yeah, that's why some people are a little bit annoyed with how the story is being displayed lately, but I understand that, you know, you kind of are playing the game for a story, aren't you? Right? Right? Not just to gear up and get to endgame, right?
I am the wind. I am the fury.
Yun Sang! I'm here!
Yeah, I beat him before and kind of could.
Damn. I guess I'll die by some other loser's hands.
Rated them for mature.
Jewel! What? Why are you here?
You think you can escape me so easily? Just don't die before I get my revenge. Hold my hand.
Show's over, people! Give them room!
Spoiler alert, Jewel doesn't get very happy ending. I mean, almost nobody in this story gets a happy ending, but yeah. He wishes to speak in the office.
Good work. Jan Wong's a decent soldier, but he's not exactly the brightest guy around. The plan to capture Yun Seng was flawed from the beginning, and his soldiers paid the price. And if you weren't there, we'd be talking about Jan Wong in the past tense.
I was just lucky to be there in time.
I always thought wandering warriors like you were more bluster than bite. But you are a fiend on the battlefield, my friend. I'm just glad you're on our side.
To get to Zyway. So about that.
Huh. And I've also never seen someone so damn focused. Outside of myself, that is. Finally got to file the We Got Yun Seng report. Oh, that feels good. And I've asked that the blockade of Zyway be lifted. Yep, as soon as you want. I'm sure the people of Sky Petal Plains will give you a hero's send-off, knowing what you did for them. And now that Yun Seng is behind bars, I'll be heading back to Zyway as well. Meet at the gates. I'll escort you into the city.
How are Yun Seng and Jewel?
They're under guard and soon to be escorted to the dungeon. You seem to know the lady. Feel free to speak to them if you wish. Don't see how it could hurt. You have my thanks. Again.
A saber fang.
Oh, knock it off.
Caged. And so it ends, warrior. Did you wish this upon me, the king of thieves?
No, but it was necessary. Your capture just let me get into the city.
It was necessary to tell me you had my songbird when really all you had was some village crow?
That wasn't my idea.
But if Yun was not here, then where is she? I have searched the mountains, the desert, the valley. She, like the sun, is gone, leaving me in eternal night.
He speaks very fast.
I should not have let her go. Every bird must take its first flight. She went to find treasure in the desert, and Jewel told me she found family instead. Her aunt, Yahara. But she must have found danger as well. Gil, my oldest friend, kin of my spirit. I thought he would protect her, but he is gone too. The fault rests in me.
It's not your fault.
Do not try to console me, warrior. I have failed her. I deserve my fate.
What kind of fate is that?
To be bested by that golden-tongued dandy Yu Chun, and to be imprisoned, all for the love and loss of my daughter.
What now, warrior? Curse both of you. You were a fool for helping Jan Wong. And Yun Seng's a fool for falling for that obvious trap. And throwing himself in front of Yu Chun's swords? What did he think he was doing?
Her boobs are very shiny. What the fuck? He saved your life.
Huh. I would have survived. And if Yun Seng wouldn't have so bravely gotten himself wounded, he could have taken out Yu Chun, and neither of us would be here.
She's a tsundere. She's totally a tsundere.
But his heart is in the right place. You're another matter. I will not forget this betrayal. You may get your revenge, but I will have mine, warrior. Remember that.
I've made an enemy for life. Or at least until the next big threat shows its head.
Wasn't that awesome? All the arrows and the spears, and then Yu-chan came and...
You could have been hurt.
I know. I wasn't, though. But you know what? I'm not doing anything for anyone again. Except you, maybe.
How sweet.
But Ipyong told me you were leaving for Zyway. Is that true? You're leaving Grand Harvest Village?
Yep.
Nuts. I was hoping you were gonna stick around. You could kick Jimpo for me when he starts pretending to be a black ram or whatever. But promise me you'll be back, please?
I promise.
Yay! I'll be waiting. Good luck with your important stuff.
Oh, I almost forgot. I found a shortcut to Zyway when I was playing with my friends. I'll show you the way. That wasn't in the quest before. There used to be, you'd have to just walk out of the village, walk over to Zyway, but this is another story streamlined thing where instead of letting you walk over there, they just dump you in front of the gates. Now we're in front of this gates to Zyway. Ceremony! Yeah, wasn't that just worth the loading screen? They don't even have badges. Something's fishy about them. We're merchants. I'll teach him a lesson with this automaton. I'll give you good deals. Please spare it. So yeah, we have entered the grand city of Zyway, and the very first thing that we see is immigration tackling a bunch of people. So, we'll go ahead and stop this video right here.
What to do? A meal at the Mirage, swimming lessons in Jadestone? Decision? What to do? A meal at the Mirage, swimming lessons in Jadestone? Decisions.
So yeah, a lot of things to do apparently, and you can see the Silver Frost Mountains behind them. We'll go ahead and continue this in the next video.